good, everybody? Jordan here, back for another video. In this video, I'm going to be discussing my experience around getting my firearms license and what that process is like in Canada. I'll also provide some information in the description with some more resources and that sort of thing, as well as links to a couple of organizations that we'll talk about momentarily. The Canadian Coalition for Firearm Rights and then the National Firearms Association. We'll get into more about them shortly. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought down below. If you like this sort of informational style of video and you want to see more, yeah, let's get started. Alright, so with the firearms license process, you start by deciding which firearms license you want to apply for, either the purchase and acquisition license or the PAL, or the PAL and the RPAL, which is the restricted purchase and acquisition license. I'll talk about what they mean and the differences between the two. So standard PAL is the non-restricted PAL, which allows the license holder to both possess and acquire firearms and ammunition. And since 1995, this has been the main basic gun license in Canada. And then the RPAL is an upgraded license that formerly included handguns that weren't prohibited, but all handguns are currently prohibited in Canada, but hopefully after the next election that changes. Yeah, as well as short barrel rifles and certain shotguns and other firearms specified by the criminal code regulations. There's a bunch that are in there that are just, it's a silly system, things are very confusing, but hopefully it's not going to be around for too much longer. Yeah, so then after you decide which one you want to go for, you have to do a firearm safety course, which is either a one-day course for if you want to just do the PAL firearm safety course, or it's 2 days if you want to do the PAL and the RPAL, because they're two separate safety courses, because obviously they cover different topics. And some of the topics include the evolution of firearms, major parts, types, and the different actions, and then basic firearm safety practices with ammunition, firearm actions, safe handling and carry procedures, like how to care for firearms, responsibilities of the firearms owner and user, as well as about safe storage, display, transportation, and handling of firearms. I did the 2-day PAL and RPAL safety course back in mid-August. It was about, I think, 16 hours total across 2 days, so pretty long course, lots of information. And there's written and practical tests that you have to pass with at least 80% or higher for both the PAL and the RPAL, so like a written test, like you would think of a multiple choice sort of thing. And then also a practical course, you have to identify different ammunition and different types of firearms, like lever action, bolt action, semi-auto, all that sort of thing. And then after you do the firearm safety course, it's and you pass, the paperwork gets stamped, and then it's confirmed that you passed everything, and they mail it to you directly. And then in my case, it took me about a month to receive my safety course paperwork, and the day I received it was September 8th, which happened to be when I went to the Tactical and Competitive Shooting Sports Show. Check out my video of that experience down below. Hoping to go again this year. It's in September. Really cool event. Definitely recommend it if you're in Canada. And then I did my application online on the same night that I received my completed paperwork. Got it done within a couple hours, and then on the application, among other stuff that needs to be done, you have to select 2 references that know you personally and submit their contact information so they can fill in a form and submit it. And then I definitely recommend that you do this. When I had my references pre-decided and I already had all their information, so by the time I got my paperwork to fill in my application, I was able to just get that done and get them submitted. And then I had my references and application completed and submitted within 4 days as of September 12th, and then sent that in. And then once it's reviewed and approved by the RCMP, which is Canada's Federal Police Force, kind of the easiest way to describe it, they send you your license. And then I finally got mine just last week as I'm filming this, so mid-February, so multiple months it took, and that's pretty standard timing. Fortunately, hopefully it speeds up in the next little while, and once you have it, you become eligible to purchase and acquire firearms and ammo from a variety of different places, including Bass Pro Shops, Cabela's, and then the Firearms Outlet, and then many more. And then next, to talk about a couple of organizations in the firearm space. All right, yeah. So starting off with the Canadian Coalition for Firearm Rights, they're a volunteer organization that represents the Canadian firearm owning community. And then their vision is to maintain, protect, and promote private firearm ownership. And they accomplish that vision by engaging in the following efforts. So by informing and educating the Canadian public about current firearm laws and regulations and their effect on our society. And then provide support and accurate information to media and government concerning firearm issues, policies, and regulations, including social impacts. They also promote human rights in Canada as they apply to defensive personal and property rights, promote an inclusive nature all firearm-related activities and culture in Canada. The CCFR is Canada's only registered lobbyist within the firearms industry, and they're active in Ottawa with firearms-related laws, legal disputes, etc. And they have different paid membership options that help support their mission, and the legal challenges that they help out with, like in Ottawa and across Canada. And the individual membership is $40 per year, and there's also family, business, senior, and student memberships, which all vary in price. I'll have more info for their website linked down below in the description. Next, let's talk about the National Firearms Association. And then, one more thing I wanted to mention, this information from the CCFR that I just mentioned, as well as from the NFA that I'm about to mention. It's from their respective websites. I'll have some links down below if you want to check them out. And then, so with the NFA, the National Firearms Association exists to promote, support, and protect all safe firearms activities, including the right of self-defense, firearms education for all Canadians, freedom and justice for Canada's firearms community, and then further advocate for legislative change to protect the right to own and use firearms. They offer members information on all aspects of safe and responsible use of firearms, as well as current information on changes in Canada's laws. And then NFA is a leader in the quest for fair and practical firearm and property rights legislation. And then while working for practical laws across Canada, the NFA provides access to legal assistance for the defense of the rights of Canadians in the specific area of improper storage charges, which they're pretty crazy with that stuff in Canada. And then in 3 to 4 cases with the National Firearms Association's help, the Crown dropped all charges before the case got to court, which is pretty interesting. 85% of cases that do go to court are won with the assistance and advice of the NFA, which is pretty cool. And like the CCFR, they have multiple membership options that start at $35 for one person, $30 for seniors, and $45 for families. They also sell really cool merch, including hats, shirts, and more. Check out my NFA gear unboxing down below in the description if you haven't already. I'll link that there. And then let's wrap up this video. Alright, so thanks for watching this video about my experience with the firearms license application process and how it works, and as well as talking about the Canadian Coalition for Firearm Rights, as well as the National Firearms Association. Check out those down below, as well as more information about the information that I shared here. And then my other social media pages, including my Instagram as well. Check those out too. And then, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below what you thought. Turn on notifications if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching. I'll be back for more soon. Peace.